Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19, there we go, 19 on Ravenport. So I do want to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas. It came to my attention when I tried to record this earlier before my computer completely crapped itself that it's Christmas Day today. Time of me recording this, it's clearly not, it's Thursday, as you can see up in the top right hand corner. But yeah, so Merry Christmas you guys. Hopefully you guys get everything you wanted and spend the day with your family and enjoy it. I will obviously not be streaming today because I will be spending it with the family like I hope many other YouTubers are. But unfortunately, we know that's probably not going to be the case. So, we got a Christmas tree. A little late. Meant to have it up a lot earlier than I did. But we got it going. So what are we going to be doing today? Quite a bit of harvesting. So, if you guys are interested in the woes of the day... Wow. Yeah. Not Christmas Day, but the woes of today being the 20th, last Thursday. I record this very video, or try to record this very video. About 15 minutes into it, we've got these 3 fields harvested, which, spoiler alert, we can do in one tank without having to empty. Really poor yield. And the computer, all of a sudden, the game disappears. I was like, oh, thinking it just minimized. And at that point, a blue screen appeared, going, yeah, no, computer's completely crapped itself, blue screen of death, enjoy. That entailed, that was around 1:15, let's say, at that point. Bear in mind, I start streaming at 2 o'clock usually. Well, the computer I saw updated last night, prior to that, so I thought, yeah, it's probably something to do with that. I'll check an update. Okay, yeah, downloading the update took forever, which I should have known at that point. It was a major update, probably the last major update we're getting this year on Windows 10. So that took in excess of at least half an hour to eventually update. It took forever. It was sat on the screen. I went for a shower, come back, and it was still doing it. Of course, it's way late now, but if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw my story following its progress along. It was brutal. So we ended up starting the stream way late. So there, of course, I let it go. It was around 3:30, I think. I ended up stopped streaming, so it's now what? Maybe actually it was a lot sooner than that. It's now 4:15 in the afternoon, me recording this. Of course, it being a big update, and one thing as a YouTuber or a streamer you got to pay attention to is it tends to mess with all of your settings for audio, and it did. And luckily I caught that before starting streaming, hitting the button. And I know I've just streamed, so the audio settings are fine. But, oh, what a mess. What an absolute mess. So I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, it depends if we've got family coming over or what the deal is. May just chill because it'll probably be a late night, maybe, on Christmas, I don't know. Probably towards the back end of the week I'll be streaming again, so maybe Thursday, Friday. Very, very slim chance I will be streaming on Boxing Day. I don't know, I don't go Boxing Day shopping personally, yeah, crowds, can't be arsed dealing with that nonsense. So we will just quite happily farm the fields. But we'll see. Of course, Jess will be home, so who knows what I'll end up doing. So as I previously said, the yield on these 2 fields is absolutely atrocious. It's not even a full tank out of, well, these 2 fields. Would do the 3rd field. That field's partly ready to go for whatever reason. One stretch is good to go and one isn't. And the reason these fields aren't good yielding is I didn't fertilize it enough, basically. It really does affect. I think after we've done this, what I was in the middle of getting ready to do was actually a bit of slurrying. We were going to do some of that. We do have a slurry tank. It's not something I've really shown off and said, but we have a Samson slurry tank, so we'll go do some of that, bring it up to these fields after they're done. So we'll harvest these two, we'll put a hired worker on that field, and go down in the JCB and grab the slurry tank, fill that up, and go do this field. We'll probably get the dolly as well, and the semi-truck tank, so we'll need that. I would imagine, hopefully we use it all, but you never know. And because I've just got done streaming, I'm going to take a quick drink, because the last thing you want is a dry throat. And harvesting this will not take long at all. Oh, we lifted the header up a bit too early there. Oh well. We're going to get a little less grain. I don't care. So, yesterday's video I hope you enjoyed. Different map, brand new. Definitely something a little bit different as far as just building the yard and not really farming. It's not something I will do a lot, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And the first look for that map will end up being, well, the 21st, so it was last Friday. In theory, what got planned is that going up around 6:30, because I think Dave is doing a video on that map as well. I'm going to start a series on it. It's a decent map, but it may have its issues that crop up. I did the first look basically saying, hey, it may have issues. I've not experienced any. Just as an initial first look, and here it is sort of thing. So in the comments section down below there, let me know what you guys got for Christmas. I'll be interested to see. May not get back to the comments right away, but definitely be interested in seeing how many of you got Farm Sim 19. From the stream that I just finished doing, there was a handful of you definitely saying that you can't wait to get FS19 on Christmas. I think a lot of people will end up getting the game on Christmas, or for Christmas. And as I said in the stream, you guys are kind of lucky, because most of the major issues are already fixed in the game. So you guys don't have to deal with all of the issues we did, basically. It will be nice for you. Definitely nice for you. It's kind of funny actually, in today's stream, it was a guy that came in and had an error in the game. Before he could even get into the game, it was coming up with an error in his log. And credit to him, or her, I'm not too sure. I believe it's a him. They already knew where to look to see the issue. They didn't know what the issue was, so they were coming in the stream. And they're somewhat regular. I recognise the name at least. And there was a whole bunch of us helping. And eventually figured out, couldn't post this whole log into the chat like I think he was trying to do. Just like I said to him, copy the line that it says. And they managed to do that, and I saw the one word which straight away someone in the stream even said, oh, you called it. I said it's either two things. Sort of like a file corrupted or shaders. And I saw one part of that line, shader. Okay, go to your documents, delete your shader folder in your Farming Simulator folder. And not much more than a couple of seconds goes by. Oh my god, it's fixed, it's working. Which is awesome. It's nice being able to fix people's issues like that. Sometimes they're just too complicated for us to even try and fix. And luckily, I say my streams, and probably quite a few of us around our circle, but fairly technical minded as far as the game goes, so we can actually help people fix a lot of their issues, whether it's mod related or whether it's something stupid like a shader corruption, which in his case, what it was I don't know. I to the point of what caused it, but more than likely I think it was a shader that just somehow got corrupted, which can happen. And it must have been something kind of major, maybe even to do with main menu stuff, I don't know, but it wasn't letting him load into the game at all. It was foobarred, basically. And could be just a basic corruption that made it so the game couldn't rewrite to the shader folder, which makes sense, or the shader file. And I always say, unless you run custom input bindings, when a game update comes out, delete your input bindings. Again, if you're using custom input bindings, don't bother with that. But always delete your shader cache folder, because it's healthy to do that every once in a while on the game. I do it a bit more frequently than probably you need to, but it's just to clean stuff up as far as that goes. Alright, drop that down. How long have we been recording? Around 11 minutes or so. This is where the computer crapped itself earlier, but I just finished over an hour long stream, so it shouldn't be any issue. Alright, let's jump into Thea's trick. Yeah, okay. It was before I even got the slurry stuff sorted. It crashed. It last save then. We'll go tip this into the cows. Done. So that's, I think it's a little spillage from when I was feeding them last time. We ended up feeding the cows up on stream for a video. I can't remember what it was. And get connected up to our slurry tank, which has been here for quite a while. No one's ever said anything about it. What tyres are these? Are they Michelins? Yeah, they are the Michelins. Big old tyres. And it's pretty much full as it is. And this is the dribble bar, I think. I don't think it cultivates. I guess we'll find out. There's something cool about it, which I never knew on this. Yeah, the actual pipe operates. Serves no purpose, that I know of at least, but it operates. Right, now this is fully loaded, probably pretty damn heavy, so we'll end up go into the store where we'll drop this off and lease the dolly and the slurry tank. We'll see how much this uses, because I'm only going to do those 3 fields for now. At some point I wouldn't mind buying one of those semi-truck trailers. Whether we'll keep a dolly or not, I don't know. But with this fully loaded, that fully loaded, well, we should have more than enough to do those fields. And the working width for this is actually kind of large, so I question if I even need to lease that trailer. I guess what we can do is we can actually start spreading some down first and find out. That whale skeleton I love. I found that kind of funny. Pretty neat they've done that. Kind of hope more maps use it as an asset. The female whale. Or female whale. No train. And we're out here. It's weird, as saying in the video before it all went up the Swanee, it just doesn't feel like Christmas to me. Like right now it's in the pluses over here. There's no snow on the ground in this part of Ontario, Canada I'm at. The weather's supposed to be fairly warm. I was looking during that video, Christmas Day was supposed to be like 1-2 degrees above 0 temperature, which is, for me, is unheard of for this time of year. Either we're going to get a real late winter where it really hits hard, or we're going to not get barely any snow. Which is, to be honest, kind of concerning. That being said, we did have a huge warm summer. Yeah, I need a front weight on this thing. It is drifting around kind of badly. I think there may be a front weight up at the store. I'm not 100%. I'll check on the way by. So the way I'm going to do it, add in a third map into the mix. I'm not going to get rid of a Giants map quite yet, but we will just mix it in alongside the Giants stuff. So ideally, this week's going to be a kibosh, but the way I want to do it is probably sandwich it in between two Giants maps. So Monday will be whatever, a Giants map. Tuesday will be the modded map. Wednesday, Giants, and flip-flop between the two. Ideally, I probably want to have the modded map to be more of a presence than any of the Giants stuff, so we'll have to test out the waters there and see how it goes. And no, I do not have a front weight there. Alrighty. So that's the plan, at least. So I generally am enjoying the Giants maps. I know a lot of people are bored of them, so just due to the nature of the community, not watching too much of the Giants stuff at that point, more than likely, I may have to make it so that modded map, it takes preference on the channel. And hopefully it lives for a little while, that one. At least until Oxy's map comes out. As he was saying publicly in my stream earlier, don't expect there to be not many maps outside of the beta option on the mod hub this time around, purely because of how some of the coding works and the technicality stuff of it, and he was struggling, so it's going to be a lot tougher for people. And ideally, in an ideal world, once some of the modders have got it down and they can repeat having fairly rock solid stuff like that, I would hope they would help the community as far as doing videos if they can and are able to, on how to do it. Not to hold people's hands. There's one part of the community that bugs me, is people always almost wanting you to hold their hand on everything on how to do stuff. But just to aid people, I think Oxy would be able to do a good job on something like that. And Mad XJS, we've spoken to him about doing something like that in the past, and whether they do it or not, it's up to them, of course. I know Oxy helps people, and so does Matt where possible. Alrighty, we'll unfold this video just because of the day it is. It's Christmas Day. Obviously not right now for me, but I'm probably going to keep this around the 25-minute mark. Keep it short. And if anything, mainly so it doesn't take an absolute age to upload and render. Because over the weekend, I am going to have quite a bit of stuff to render. So I'll probably just do these couple of fields and wrap it up. So this will be the first slurry of... Oh, yeah, we actually need to switch the tank on. Sweet. Of the FS19. Pretty quick actually into it. And we are off. If I lift this, does it switch it off? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Sweet. It'll be interesting to see how much it uses it. I think we will get this done in one, to be honest. This tractor with this tank could probably do with a bit more ponies underneath the bonnet. And lift. We'll do kind of a headland because we're going to definitely need to do that. Yeah, the 20-minute mark. Sweet. I do hope it was just a one-off thing about the computer crapping itself. That's always a worry, especially doing this type of stuff. Something like it's... Why is that shiny? But can you actually see the slurry on the ground in certain parts? I think you actually can. That's kind of cool. So if this was... didn't have the... this was cultivated, you'd probably be able to see it actually. That's pretty cool. Wouldn't mind getting into doing some manure spreading at some point too, once we can. I think that'd be pretty cool. And this, as it's just dribble bar, we'll be able to cultivate it in. Well, culti plough more than likely. I don't think we need to plough this. We do need to put line down, however, I think. Or am I thinking of the silage? So the field that we were doing the silage on the... Oh wow, look at the shine coming off them. That's sick. The field that we were doing the silage on Fowlersburn has been completed now. We did that on the stream. Like I said last time around, it's gonna be done on the stream. Yeah, you know what? I think we've got enough to do the field. Sweet. Awesome. I was hoping that would be the case. Yeah, one more pass and we'll be done. I'm glad I didn't lease the truck and trailer. And any leftover we'll just throw probably on that field. So as I said, I'll get these two fields done and then I'll wrap up the video. The thumbnail hopefully is a cool one. I've got some plans I want to do with the thumbnail, hence why those tractors are like that. And hence why I will probably end up fast forward in time and necessarily not saving it. So it's kind of at night, or later at night. Oh, that stutter. That got me worried. What was that? Error, no depth map available, smoke effect. Okay, I do not know what that stutter was, but that scared me. I thought the computer was going to shut down again. Because when that happens, you lose the audio, you lose the video with MP4s. It's corrupted. That's all she wrote. It sucks. I'll be more mad if I was almost done the video, but luckily I wasn't, so yeah, it's all good. And lift. And drop. That's cool, the shine that you get off the field though. To show the slurry, that's pretty cool. I imagine if it was like I said, cultivated like we saw back there, it would be a different ball game. That's how it would look. And we'll lift that up. And again, having GPS would make that so much easier. I'll just run quickly down here because I think that there's a part that we missed. Yeah, just literally down the center there. I can definitely see the slurry there. That's cool. That is very neat. Boom. Alrighty. So I'm going to bid you guys farewell. Hope you guys have a great Christmas and get all the stuff that you wanted and hoped for. And like I said, leave the comment down below and let me know what you guys got. I'm interested, and I'll let you guys know probably the next day after if I remember. No promises. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later. See ya.